Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be making a card with this Basket of Wishes stamp set that was in the holiday catalog 2016 from Stampin' Up!, but was carried over and it is still available. And so we're going to be using the little succulents here with this basket, and I've already done a lot of the prep work. Here is the card, and I'm going to show you a fun little technique using the clear Wink of Stella pen. Okay, we're starting with a basic base for 5.5 by 8.5 tip-top taupe. We're going to match the corners and give it a good crease. All right, now I have a piece of the Succulent Garden Designer Series paper from the Occasions catalog that we're going to use as a layer. But first we're going to do some coloring with our watercolor pencils and using the Wink of Stella pen. So I have stamped the succulent stamp onto shimmery white cardstock, and then I fussy cut it out around the edges, and we're going to do some coloring. And so I'm going to take my Bermuda Bay and just add some strokes to this succulent plant here. And you don't have to be all exact, okay? And then I'm taking the rich razzleberry and I'm putting some on each of the little petals or the little leaves, the parts of the plant. I don't know the term exactly. And then I'm going to take this is Old Olive, and I'm going to put some marks on this plant here. And there's a little one right there, and I'm just going to use the rich razzleberry on it. Add a little bit more Old Olive. And then also on this one, this tall plant here. Okay, now I'm also going to put some rich razzleberry onto this. Succulents come in so many different colors, and they're just beautiful. Okay, now I have my clear Wink of Stella. I'm gonna see if I can zoom in maybe just a little bit. There we go. All right. So now I've squeezed a little bit down into the brush tip of the glittery paint that's in here, and that's what we're going to use to watercolor. So I'm just brushing these colors and blending them with the Wink of Stella pen, and that it'll blend a little bit of that rich raspberry in with it. Now I'm going to do this little flower. Now, when I stamp this, I use basic gray archival ink, so it would take the liquid and not smear, but you do need to give it a chance to dry before you start applying this, okay? And so now you can brush your tip off to get any of the color that you previously used. And now I'm going to do this little plant here. Just blend it together. Okay. You can see that's just so pretty. Brush it off, and now let's do this plant. And it's not exact, just color and blend it, and oh, that sparkly makes it so pretty. And the shimmery white cardstock takes the liquid really well. You could also use watercolor paper or our thick Whisper White cardstock. Okay. I think I like that and going to go with that. So now let's assemble the card. We're going to use this as our base. I'm going to tape some of our mini striped tip-top taupe ribbon and tie it around landscape style around the layer here. We're going to put our other elements on top of that. I'll be using some of the coordinating colors that are in this designer paper, Old Olive and Sweet Sugar Plum. Right, there's our ribbon. Let's give it a trim. Okay, so now straighten that out a bit. Okay, now I have one of the lace doilies that's in the Occasions catalog. It's Whisper White on one side, vanilla on the back. I'm going to use the Whisper White side up. And then I punched a 2-inch circle of Sweet Sugar Plum, and I'm going to attach that to the back to give it a base against that busy background. Let me just use some snail here to speed things up a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to center that in that doily, okay? And that's going to go there. And then I cut a circle from our stitched shape framelits, and then I used this little impression from the Touches of Texture stamp set that's in the annual catalog, stamped over that in Tip Top Taupe. And we're just going to build this up like this. Then I'm going to take this circle and I'm going to off-center it a little bit because I want that Sweet Sugar Plum to show. Sorry about that glare. I'm not used to having it zoomed in, and so when I put my hands in the camera, it does something funky. Okay. Now, I've stamped the basket in Tip Top Taupe ink on Tip Top Taupe cardstock. And I'm going to put that right there in the center of that old olive circle, like that. And now I'm going to take the little succulents and our Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm just going to cut some of this edge off here to put a smaller piece than that little, here we go, so it won't protrude beyond the, sorry about that glare. I don't want to mess up and try to refocus. Okay. Get my hands out of the camera, maybe that will help. All right, I'm taking the paper backing off, and then I'm just going to put that right here, just like that, and give it a little bit of dimension. Okay, and now I have one of the sentiments from that set, Thinking of You, and I stamped it in Tip Top Taupe on Whisper White cardstock. It's cut 1/2 inch wide, and I just cut the ends there, made a little banner piece, and I'm going to put that right down here like this. Let's go ahead and attach that. Okay, and then we can attach that to our card base right here and have a finished card. To finish this off on the inside, I will put a piece of Whisper White cardstock cut smaller than the card base itself so I can write my message. Okay. All right, there's our card for today. If you have any questions, let me know. Please visit our website at inkandinspirations.com, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.